Welcome to History in Flames, where battles are remembered. Empires rise and fall, the past comes alive, in fire and ash. Subscribe and relive the stories that shaped the world. December 7th, 1941, a calm morning in Hawaii. The sun rose over the Pacific, reflecting off the anchored ships. It was Sunday. Many sailors were still asleep, others heading to church, coffee brewing in the galleys, letters being written home. But beyond the horizon, fate was already in motion. A Japanese strike force, 6 aircraft carriers, 353 warplanes, was advancing in total silence. In just hours, the world would change forever. Tensions between the United States and Japan had been building for years. Japan's empire was expanding across the Pacific, occupying Manchuria, China, and Southeast Asia. In response, the U.S. cut off supplies of oil, steel, and rubber materials vital to Japan's war machine. Tokyo faced a dilemma: retreat or strike before it was too late. They chose to strike. The mastermind behind the attack was Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. He believed that Japan's only hope of victory was to neutralize the American fleet at the very start. His plan was daring: a massive surprise air assault on Pearl Harbor, crippling U.S. battleships and carriers in one single blow. By late November 1941, the Japanese strike force sailed in absolute secrecy, taking remote routes, observing strict radio silence. Sunday dawned peaceful. The skies were clear. Birds chirped. Some radar stations detected strange aircraft formations, but the warnings were ignored. They thought they were American bombers on training runs. At 7:40 a.m., the distant sound of engines broke the calm. At 7:48, hell fell from the sky. Dive bombers screamed down. Torpedoes sliced through the harbor waters. In minutes, the USS Oklahoma was hit and capsized, trapping hundreds of sailors inside. The USS Arizona took a direct bomb hit to its ammunition magazine. The explosion tore the ship in two. More than 1,000 men died instantly. Flames and black smoke turned the harbor into an inferno. Soldiers scrambled to man defenses, some firing ancient machine guns at modern Japanese aircraft. Bombs struck with deadly precision. Fuel tanks erupted. Hangars collapsed. American planes were destroyed before they could even take off. Amid the chaos, acts of heroism emerged. The USS Nevada tried to steam out to fight, but was hit multiple times and ran aground, preventing the channel from being blocked. While the first wave devastated Pearl Harbor, a second wave was already inbound. More bombs rained down on what remained of the ships, airfields, and hangars. In just 90 minutes, 2,403 Americans were dead. Over 1,000 were wounded. 21 ships were sunk or damaged. 188 aircraft destroyed. The next day, President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation, calling December 7th a date which will live in infamy. Millions of Americans listened by radio. The country rallied together. In less than 24 hours, the U.S. declared war on Japan and fully entered World War II. The attack was a tactical victory for Japan, but a strategic failure. None of America's aircraft carriers were in port that day. They were all at sea. And it would be those carriers that struck back at Midway, turning the tide of the war. Pearl Harbor had awakened a sleeping giant in Japan. Instead of securing quick victory, had sealed its own fate. Today, the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor stands over the sunken wreck. Honoring those who lost their lives that morning, flags ripple in the breeze. The sound of a ship's bell echoes softly. Pearl Harbor is not just a story of destruction. It's a timeless reminder of how one single day can change the course of history. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts below.